Hey gang, welcome back. It's time for another list video, although mine's going to be a little different than Ian's because one, I'm driving, and two, I can't find my list. I mean, it's not with me. Yeah, I've lost my list, but it's really easy to talk about because it's a list of your favorite Denzel Washington films, and Denzel happens to be one of my favorites, if not my favorite actor at this point. You know, a modern actor. Don't want to say modern actor because everybody has different thoughts on where modern is. I'm going to go ahead and say my favorite actor of today, like right now, within the past 5 or 6 years. How about that? He's been putting out some really good content. He's always put out really good content, and of course, my favorite Denzel Washington film is Training Day. Now, that's a film that I feel like saying that is a cop-out. This is just what I was thinking about my list, and I thought, well, I love Training Day. I love him in Training Day, which stems off to a lot of his movies, a lot of the way he acts. He gets kind of shit for being the same person in films, which he's not. That's just, you know, his acting style. But I feel like when I talk about Training Day, that it is a cop-out because, well, everybody says Training Day. Or, of course, that's the go-to Denzel Washington film. It's not exactly true in my part. I just really love that film. I love everything about that film. Some of the other ones that are really high on my list are He Got Game, with Spike Lee. That is a really powerful film about domestic violence, fatherhood, and trying to rekindle a relationship with your son, your kids, basically. Starring Ray Allen, who is one of my all-time favorite basketball players. Just a really powerful film. Denzel goes to prison, comes back out, tries to rekindle, you know, after his wife is killed in a domestic violence dispute. Totally, you know, accidental. Well, it is accidental, but it's during whatever. It's not like he goes in and shoots her or stabs her. Not that that's any worse than what happens, but that's what. Yeah, just watch the film. Man on Fire, another really good film. It's more of the action style, which leads me into Equalizer, which is newer. Equalizer 2 coming out soon. The trailer just kind of broke out, the new trailer. Fantastic. It's, from what I can tell and what I've read, I don't know if this is true or not, but it seems like it's kind of the same thing. Based loosely on the TV show The Equalizer back from the 80s. If you've never seen that, then go check it out. Check out an episode. I'm sure on YouTube they have scenes from it or whatever. It's kind of the same, you know, thought as the TV show. Denzel, he's such a strong action star, not an over-the-top, I won't say over-the-top, not an action star like we would think, as in Stallone or Bruce Willis or those kinds. It's a different kind of action, but it's still really, really, really good stuff. You can see this in Man on Fire, Two Guns, things like that, Safe House. You can see a lot of this, what I'm talking about, in those films. But then again, we get to see the softer side of Denzel in films. We have, you know, Antoine Fisher, Courage Under Fire, a new one that is really near and dear to my heart. I love this film, Fences. Just a great story. He does so well in this film. Great Debaters, really good. I think actually, I'm almost positive, directed by Denzel as well. So there's a lot of, even though he gets a lot of flack, like I said before, of being basically the same person in every film, you can see that he's really not. It's really just his acting style. A lot of his facial expressions are the same in different things, but not to the point where you can't enjoy him. Nobody can really I guess you can. But a lot of people, I don't even know how I want to say this. He's just a really, really good actor. People will go see Denzel. They really will. There was a point about, I don't even remember how long ago it was. Went to a film to see something, and when we got there, it was like, I'm not passing up a Denzel film. We can watch that another day or whatever. I didn't remember that Safe House was on, and it was like, no, we're watching Safe House. Sorry about your luck. We're watching this film. And I can't say I've never been disappointed, because there are a few early Denzels. I can't remember the name of it. It's an early Denzel, and I believe he's even British in this film. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of his first film, which I believe is Carbon Copy. I just didn't. But we have other, like I said, we have action, and we have softer, and then we have, just Denzel. We have Flight, which I thought was a magnificent film. We have, it was just in my head, Malcolm X, which is another Spike Lee film that I think he knocked out of the park. I had one in my head that was a softer type film that he did really, really good. It might have been Flight. If you haven't seen Flight, I highly recommend it. It is really good too. But like I said, Training Day is, American Gangster. That's really high. That's probably my second favorite, and it would really, really rival the first place, Training Day. Just the way he carries himself and his attitude in both of those films, which in both of those films he's basically the bad guy. So it just really, really shows his acting chops, which he can go from that being this evil person to being a softer, gentler guy in Flight, and not that he's not a little bit despicable in Fences. You can take it either way. You can see why he's like that, like he is. But I'll let you guys watch that. Damn, I just had another one. Oh, Fallen. If you haven't seen The Fallen, that is an absolutely fantastic film. I believe it stars John Goodman. It's about a demonic presence that jumps from body to body. Really, really, really good film. I even have that in a snapper case. So I do own a complete filmography of Denzel. He is my favorite actor of today, and I really look forward to seeing what else he does. And I'm very excited about his sequel. I'm very excited about watching Equalizer 2. So there you have it. Like I said, I don't have my list with me. I actually don't know where it is at all, but I thought, I'm on the way home. I just got done teaching. I got to work all weekend, but I thought, you know what, I'll just throw a review up real quick. Ian just put his up yesterday for his I think it was top 8 Denzel films. So I figured, I'll at least do a film dedicated to Denzel Washington and just talk about it. So you guys enjoy your day. I will see you again real soon. I need to put up a Hitchcock film. I need to watch my K film for Films from A to Z. And Ian has brought up an idea from the past that we did before to try to break it in to our schedule, and I really, really like that idea. So I don't know when that'll happen, but it's coming up. So that's just what's in the future. I think we've got this we got our roll back. You know, we found our niche, and we're gonna just keep bringing out videos. So until then, thank you for watching as always, and game over.